Hey Buns, today I wanted to talk about my favorite add-ons in World of Warcraft. I've had a lot of people ask me about which add-ons I use because I am an add-on enthusiast. I use so many freaking add-ons. I will install add-ons until my game will literally break, which it hasn't yet, but I'm working on it. I actually have too many add-ons to cover in one video, so today we're just gonna focus on 10 that I think are really good, that most people can get some good mileage out of. Actually, it's 11 add-ons. There's one more that I need to tack onto the list right now. It's 11. Okay, so the first one is called MoveAny, and once you get used to having MoveAny, you will not be able to live without it. It does exactly what's on the tin. It lets you move any window, and it also lets you resize any window by holding down right click. This is actually amazing for me to, look at armor sets better, make the preview screen as large as possible. So I can't live without this add-on. It's very good. MoveAny. The next add-on I really love is called Better Wardrobe. So ordinarily, when you go to your transmog window and you click on the sets tab, you only see full sets you have fully collected here. But if you have the add-on Better Wardrobe, then it will also allow you to transmog partial sets that you maybe didn't complete every single item for, but that you'd still like to experiment with all the looks that you did complete for it. It also has an amazing feature in your collections window where you go to the appearances tab, and there will be an additional tab there that shows extra sets that you could potentially get from different kinds of content. So you might be able to get even gear that looks like another class's tier set gear, the lookalike sets, and all kinds of little hidden sets that are not listed normally on the appearances sets window by default. I'll just sit here and go window shopping and ask myself, well, what set do I want to go for next? And Better Wardrobe allows me to do that and have access to more shiny sets to possibly pursue. It also allows you to preview your saved sets right from the appearances tab. Better Wardrobe also has some extremely handy buttons on the sets window, like view in dressing room, link outfit in chat. You can even use the target model in the dressing room to see what transmogs the other person has and undress the target. This add-on really is the full package. The next add-on I want to talk about is HandyNotes, and it gives you handy notes for the map. I found it very useful in Dornegal when I first got to this city, when I couldn't find my way around. It can show you little markers on the map for different kinds of vendors and things. It can also show you treasures in the world so that you don't lose any. It can show you where rares could possibly spawn. As of War Within, I've been using it a lot to track the next time Belladar will go dark, and thus the Belladar spawn rare will appear that could drop a mount. You can just hover over these skull icons, which are potential spawn locations, and how long from now will the Belladar be dark next. It's also been really useful in delves, showing me potential chest locations when I'm in there, and showing different achievements and my progress towards various delve achievements. You can get modules just for specific expansions. If you want to go treasure hunting for different little toys and minions and pets, or all the different things that can drop in various zones, you can install those modules separately depending on your needs. So definitely worth a look if you're the type of person that likes to collect lots of things, or you just are like me and you get lost easily. HandyNotes can also give you advice and tips on how to get various collectibles, and it will let you know in the tooltip if you have collected that already. Pretty handy. Note. Pretty handy note. Another add-on that I love and that helps me find my way around the world as a directionally challenged person is TomTom. Now, TomTom actually works together with HandyNotes. It can if you have both, but you don't need one for the other. But actually on HandyNotes, you can right-click on a note and you can click Add to TomTom. The crazy arrow that you see down here just shows you exactly where to go. You can follow the arrow to get to where you need to be. Another pretty amazing thing about TomTom is if you're the type of person that uses Wowhead a lot like I do to find stuff, you can see that if somebody posts coordinates, paste that directly into the game, and there you go. You have the crazy arrow set up to guide you to the item or thing or whatever that you're trying to find. Next add-on I want to talk about is OPie. No, it's not that kind, but it is. circular with the thing in the middle. It's a radial menu that you can use for all kinds of different stuff to free up space on your bar. My personal favorite use of OPie is for my mage portals because there's just so freaking many. This is automatic. Like this was already in there in the box out the gate. So you install it and you can have the portals keybind to whatever you want. You can also use this for your hearthstones and all the different types of hearthstones that you might have collected. That's always fun to do. And all the other kind of teleports that you might have. Garrison Hearthstone, the Dalaran Hearthstone, and you can use it for other stuff like professions. I also really like it for quest items. Quest items automatically go here. You don't have to set up anything for that. And you can set it up for other things as well. You can set it for, you know, utility, like for example, conjuring mana buns, whatever you want, you know, go crazy. Next add-on I want to talk about is Narcissus. So World of Warcraft does not have a G-pose feature. So instead, we use Narcissus. Narcissus will appear whenever you hide the UI, and you're going to have some buttons in the bottom left that will let you do various things. Like for example, it'll pull up an emote menu. It will also pull up ways for you to adjust the pitch, the field of view, zoom, offset. On your mini map, there should be a photo mode where you can play around with setting up your character in different lighting situations, different equipment, different animations for taking cool screenshots. You can show your current gear to make a screenshot that shows off your current state of things. You can try on different outfits you have saved. You can put text overlays. You can put speech balloons. Like, honestly, this add-on does a lot. And so it could probably take its own video. If you want me to do that, I can do that separately. But at the risk of turning this whole video into a Narcissus video, let me just say it's pretty freaking amazing for making screenshots that look however you want them to look. Any kind of spell effects that you want, any visuals, you can do it here. Frames, different frames, character select screen. We got login screen frame you can put, which is crazy. There's just so much. When you dig into this add-on, you're going to be really surprised just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Next add-on I want to talk about is called Leatrix Plus. Now, why did I install that add-on? Well, let me ask you something. Munchies? Crunchies? Lucky doos and loot? Come, shop, browse. Smell. Are you tired of hearing about how the Grummel on your yak has many, many wares? Well, I definitely got really sick and tired of it after about the millionth time. So you can click on the checkbox here. It will mute the mount sounds, and you can pick which mounts you want to mute, which ones are annoying for you. Travelers includes the Traveler's Tundra Mammoth, the yak. Leatrix Plus is an add-on that can do a million different things. Easy item destroy, so you don't need to type delete as a confirmation word every time anymore. Faster auto loot. Now, once you've experienced this, it's kind of hard to go back. It's a minor difference, maybe milliseconds, but it's better. It's just straight up better. You can also mute custom sounds by putting the sound file ID into mute custom sounds window in Leatrix Plus. I personally do not like the sound of the Demon Hunter Fell Rush when they're like, raw! I find that horrible. So I would rather just dash silently every time I do it. So I actually have put that in there, and so I never hear that. I also do not like the sound of my demon pet that's smacking their butt and they're like, ah, or whatever they say. I got rid of that sound too because I just want them to quietly smack their butt, not loudly. Demurely. Block requests, block friend requests, block invites, block party invites, be antisocial, automatically accept summon requests, automate resurrection, auto release in PvP. But for me, the muting the yak is more than enough for me to install this add-on. And I'll put a link in the description box where you can read through all of the million different optional features that Leatrix Plus can provide. Next add-on I want to talk about is Baganator. This is by far my favorite bag add-on. I have tried several, and this one I do think is the best. It is constantly being updated and constantly being improved upon, and it's very fast. It has lots of features, notably the automatically sorting of your bags. So you will never have disorganized bags anymore because the add-on will automatically sort everything for you in your bags and in your bank. It has an amazing search feature. So you can type maybe just the name of an expansion. If I type Dragonflight, into my bags, it will highlight everything that is from Dragonflight, and then I can click transfer and it will move only the searched for items out from bags into the bank. I could type in something like BOE, BOP, Warbound. You can even search by item level if you want. You can put and that works. Consumable and Shadowlands. Consumable and Dragonflight. There it is. Super, super great. It also has a button on the bank. Deposit Warbound items. I love this button. It makes it very easy to move stuff into the Warbound bank now that we have that. And it's just, for me, it's a godsend. It makes it super easy to find stuff that I need. The next add-on I want to talk about is one I absolutely cannot ever live without. And it's called All the Things. As a person who enjoys collecting stuff, collecting transmogs, pets, mounts, toys, you name it, this covers it all. It tracks everything. So you can look on the tooltip of things in your inventory and it will say if you have collected that thing or not. Huge. Like, I need this so bad. And it applies to anything at all. You know, it can apply to anything that is collectible. It can help you keep track of just how many things you have managed to collect, either overall or in a specific area. It also has some pretty handy tooltips to let you know about certain items that you can use to learn new things. For example, Unearthed Fragrant Coin. The tooltip actually shows me what expansion it came from, where I got it from, because I definitely can't keep track of all this. And then I can use these to get the mounts that are listed in the tooltip as well. Igneous Shale Wing, Subterranean Mag Mammoth. So I know, okay, well, I probably don't want to delete this because this is something that I can still use to get more things. World of Warcraft is a very, very, very big game, and when you play it as long as I do, you know, it's easy to lose track of what all these things are for. But conveniently, all this can be solved with add-ons. Very amazing add-on. I would never want to play without it. The next add-on I want to talk about is DBM. I absolutely love Deadly Boss Mod, especially now that I'm doing raids with the guild and I'm wanting to do callouts. It has been a lifesaver in knowing when are the next mechanics coming up, so I can do the proper callouts for the team. This was a game changer for me in our first raid last night. DBM is also extremely useful in delve content. So if you're trying to push delves and you're all by yourself, it can help you keep track of different interrupts that are important. Though, of course, delves does have its own built-in DBM with Bran yelling at you, "Don't stand there! Don't stand in them!" So those are some of my favorite add-ons in World of Warcraft, and I hope that you might give some of them a try and then let me know if they improved your gaming experience a lot or they gave you some QOL that you are missing. If you would like to hear more about any of these particular add-ons, like for example Narcissus, or if you would like to hear about more add-ons that I use, please let me know in the comments section down below. And thank you again for watching this video. Welcome again to this new channel where I'm making World of Warcraft content. And I also want to thank my Patreon buns who make content creation possible for me. Thank you for your support of all the different channels. Thank you especially to my Omega buns who subscribe at the highest tier. That's Anti-Clockwise, Jeanette B, Pete Wilson, and Christoph Brock. Are there any add-ons that you are using that you think that I should give a try? I'm the type of person that I'll browse add-ons even when there's not anything that I need in particular, just so I can look. Maybe I'll find something that I didn't even know I needed, you know? You can also join our guild, OnlyBuns, on EU or NA. We have 2 guilds, one for each region. So you are more than welcome to hop in. We are doing some normal raids. We are doing mythics together. We're doing delves. We're helping each other out, and it's been really excellent so far. So I'd love to have you join us. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.